Dear students, welcome to the second PUC chemistry classes. So in this class, I am going to discuss on surface chemistry. So it is one of the important chapter in chemistry part 1 textbook of NCERT second PUC. So surface chemistry is a phenomenon that will occur at the interfaces of two objects. So that is surface chemistry deals with the phenomena that will occur at the interfaces of two objects. Occur at the interfaces of two objects are the phenomena that occurs at the surface of the object. So it is surface chemistry deals with the phenomena that will occur at the interfaces of two objects or which occur at the surface of the object. Say, consider example: corrosion. Corrosion is the surface chemistry. Catalytic activity and electrode process are the surface phenomena, because corrosion takes place at the surface of metals, and catalytic activity and electrode process are the examples of surface chemistry. To understand the surface chemistry, we have to discuss two important terms. They are first one, adsorption. Second one, absorption. The first term in surface chemistry is adsorption. Second term is absorption. So here, adsorption and absorption are two different terms. So adsorption is nothing but every liquid or solid has a tendency to attract the molecules from outside and retain them on its surface is called adsorption. So that is nothing but adsorption is nothing but every liquid or solid has a tendency, has a capacity to attract the molecules from outside and retain them on its surface. So in the simple language, we can state adsorption as accumulation of molecular species on the surface of solid. Accumulation of molecular species on the surface of solid is simply called as adsorption. So in adsorption process, every liquid or solid has a tendency to attract the molecules from outside and retain those molecules on their surface is called as adsorption. In simple language, accumulation of molecular species on the surface of solid is called as adsorption. So if we consider any solid surface, let us consider a solid surface. So this is the solid surface. So outside of this solid surface, consider molecules of gas. Gas molecules or liquid molecules. Between these outside molecules of gas or liquid and surface of the substance, there is an attraction. Because of this attraction, the molecules get accumulated on this surface of a solid. Now, so this process is called as adsorption. So nothing but adsorption is a surface phenomenon. On the surface of this solid only, particles of liquid or gas get remains. So this is called as adsorption process. If we consider practical examples, practical examples of adsorption. In day-to-day life, practical examples of adsorption are: first one, adsorption of moisture by silica gel. In the laboratory, air can be dried by removing the moisture by absorbing on silica gel. Silica gel can be used to remove the moisture present in the air. Second one, adsorption of poisonous gases by gas mask. In mining process like coal mining or metal oxides mining, poisonous gases can be removed by using gas mask. In this gas mask, activated charcoal is present. Activated charcoal adsorbs the dangerous gases. It is adsorption of poisonous gases by gas mask. Is the adsorption process. Third example, practical example is decolorization of sugar by animal charcoal. Decolorization of sugar by animal charcoal. During the preparation of sugar, white color is not present because various unnecessary colors are imparted to the sugar. Those unnecessary colors can be removed by using animal charcoal. Activated powdered animal charcoal can be used to remove the various unnecessary colors imparted on the sugar. So that decolorization of sugar by animal charcoal is once again an adsorption process. Fourth practical examples for adsorption is adsorption of an organic dye like methylene blue on activated charcoal. So adsorption of an organic dye like methylene blue on activated charcoal is once again an adsorption adsorption process. So like this, we can give number of practical examples for adsorption process. Okay, next, components. Components. Components of adsorption. We have two components of adsorption. So the first one is adsorbent. Adsorbent. Second one is adsorbate. So adsorbent and adsorbate are the two components of adsorption process. So here adsorbent is nothing but the solid surface on which the solid surface on which the molecules of gas or liquid get adsorbed. The solid surface on which the molecules of gas or liquid get adsorbed is called as adsorbent. Adsorbate is nothing but the molecules of gas or liquid which adsorb or accumulate on the adsorbent or surface of solid. The molecules of gas or liquid which adsorb or accumulate on the adsorbent or surface of solid is called as adsorbate. So adsorbent and adsorbate are the two components of adsorption process. Let us consider a solid surface. This solid surface is taken as activated charcoal. Activated charcoal. So this activated charcoal now acts as a surface. So that is why this is called as adsorbent. The surface is called as adsorbent. Adsorbent. On the surface of this activated charcoal, gases, molecules of gases or molecules of liquid get remains and get accumulate, get adsorbed. So these molecules are called as adsorbate. Adsorbate. Example, adsorption of moisture on the activated charcoal in the lab by removing the moisture from the air. Those molecules of gas are called as adsorbate and activated charcoal surface is called as adsorbent. If we come to the absorption. Absorption is entirely different from the process of adsorption. Absorption is a bulk phenomenon. Adsorption is a surface phenomenon. So absorption is nothing but the process in which one type of molecules is called as absorption. The process in which one type of molecules completely enters into the another substance is called as absorption. Example, when sponge is dipped into the water. When sponge is dipped into the water, the molecules of water enters into the sponge. Now, sponge is absorbent. Molecules of water are called as absorbent. If we consider a sponge, when sponge is dipped into the water molecules completely enters in the interior of the sponge. So this process is called as absorption. If we discuss distinction between adsorption and absorption. Distinction between adsorption and absorption means the difference between adsorption and absorption. Let us consider adsorption process. Adsorption. Second one, absorption. So in adsorption process, the molecules of gas or liquid are non-uniformly distributed on the adsorbent. So in the adsorption process, the molecules of gas or liquid are non-uniformly or unequally distributed on the surface of adsorbent. So in the process of absorption, molecular species are uniformly distributed. So completely molecules of gas or liquid completely penetrated into the another substance. So in the absorption process. And second one is adsorption process is a temporary. So that means the rate of adsorption increases at the beginning and becomes slow gradually as time elapses. But absorption process occurs at a uniform rate continuously. So that means adsorption, the rate of adsorption decreases with time. Rate of adsorption decreases with time. Here. Second one, the rate of increases at the beginning and gradually decreases with the time. And third difference is adsorption is the surface phenomenon. Surface phenomenon. Adsorption is the surface phenomenon and absorption is bulk phenomenon. Bulk phenomenon is nothing but in the process of adsorption, molecules of gas or liquid just remains on the surface of a solid. But in the case of absorption, molecules of gas or liquid completely penetrated into the interior of the object or a substance. So these are the important differences between the process of adsorption and absorption.